If you're running Google Ads for roofing services and noticing that phone calls are becoming too expensive, this can quickly become frustrating. High call costs can happen because of many reasons, depending on your market and setup. In this video, I'll share what would be my approach when roofing calls become too costly to make phone calls reasonably priced with Google Ads. So let's get started. So guys, we're in our Google Ads dashboard, and if you're a roofing company and it seems like the cost per phone call or cost per conversion is increasing with Google Ads, then in this video, we're going to see how you can increase your chance of reducing your cost per phone call or cost per conversion, which means you can pay cheaper cost per conversion with Google Ads. So what strategies we can use and we can increase our chance with that way. This is one of our example account, and as you can see, in the last 60 days, we have generated around 105 conversions, and the cost per conversion is around $88. This is a local service business similar to roofing companies with the goal of generating as many phone calls or form submissions as possible with Google Ads. And with conversions, we're mainly tracking phone calls directly coming from ads, or if we have traffic with the mobile version of the website, if they click on a call button, we're going to track them as a conversion, or if they submit a form, we're going to track them as a conversion. And you can see different examples as well where I've helped different local services to generate phone calls or form submissions using Google Ads. And if you want to see more of these kind of case studies, you can also visit my website. And the strategies that I'm going to show you here can be applied to this account or to your roofing business as well. First of all, you can identify the most expensive roofing keywords and pause them. So we're going to go to the target keywords section and the audience keywords and content. We're going to click on keywords. And by the way, this business operates in different locations, and the numbers that I've shown are the results for one location. So from here, if you're going to scroll to the right, you should find the keywords with the highest cost per conversion, which can help us find the most expensive keywords from here. So as we have one conversion and 14 clicks, I wouldn't consider that as statistically significant. If the cost per conversion can be, let's say, several times higher, 5 times higher, 8 times higher than the average, and you have got enough number of clicks, let's say 20 clicks, and you're getting enough number of conversions, let's say 3-4 conversions, that means they're consistently getting conversions at a higher cost per conversion, which means they can do that in the future as well. And you can pause those kind of expensive keywords. So from here, you can find those kind of keywords. As you can see, overall, we have the keywords which are generating consistent number of conversions are in the cheaper range, let's say $93, and brought around 9 conversions and 29 conversions, and it's around $85 cost per conversion. And from here, you can find those kind of keywords and pause them so that you can reduce your average cost per conversion. A quick reminder, if you want to know how I got 2x more phone calls using 2 key strategies in Google Ads, click the link in the description below and I'll send you the video of how I did that for free. And the next thing on our list is the opposite of what we have done, finding the keywords and focusing on the keywords which have brought conversions at a cheaper cost per conversion. But of course, the better way would be analyzing the keywords based on the call performance. For example, you may have got these kind of conversions, but the quality of them can be different. Let's say this keyword has a 103 cost per conversion, but other keywords, let's say, for example, this one brought $85 cost per conversion. But the quality of the phone calls you are getting with this particular keyword can be lower than this keyword, and this keyword can bring you higher ROI. That's why the better way would be by analyzing the quality of the conversion you are getting. Let's say you can look at the call details report and find the call length, for example, one way. Or another way would be, if you're getting form submissions as well, you can find which particular keyword brought form submissions and what is the quality of that kind of form submission. That is going to be the analysis in much more detail, but it can help you a lot in terms of identifying the keywords with higher quality. At least you can look at the call details report. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So as you can see, it is showing around 2-month data. And here we can look at the campaign which have brought these phone calls and with their exact phone number, as you can see. And here we can also add the target keyword section, which in this template I haven't added, but you can easily add the target keyword section as well, and you can see which target keyword is bringing the phone calls in which quality. The higher the call length, I would consider they should be more likely higher quality phone calls. As you can see, their call length, most likely their quality should be higher. As you can see, we have around 29 phone calls, and they're mostly coming from the ads, but we should have phone calls coming from the website. And also it is not including the form submissions, but at least that can help you to analyze the phone calls in a faster way. So if we're gonna sort the phone calls more than 60 seconds, and we're going to imagine more than 60-second phone calls should be higher quality phone calls. If you're going to see that around 19 phone calls out of 29 are higher quality phone calls. As you can see from here, some of them are 7 minutes long, more than 3 minutes long, around 5 minutes long, 3 minutes long. They are most probably higher quality phone calls. As you can see, one of them are close to 20 minutes. So that's how you can analyze the quality of the phone calls. And analyzing the quality of the phone calls in more detail, like finding the phone calls from the website or form submissions, would also be better as well. And another thing would be you should shift budget from the keywords with low ROI. Again, we're analyzing the keywords, but you can find the keywords which can bring you lower ROI. And even if they are bringing conversions, you can create a separate campaign for them and create a separate campaign for the keywords with higher ROI and give more budget to them. But of course, they should be bringing some number of conversions historically. You can see that historical performance from here, and you can find the keywords which have brought consistent number of conversions in the past. As you can see, there are certain keywords which are bringing consistent number of conversions with a good cost per conversion. And as you can see, this keyword is much better than even the average. It is 2 times better. And the quality of this particular keyword is relevant to the industry. But again, the idea is you should find the keywords which can bring you more ROI compared to the keywords that may not bring higher ROI, but they might be bringing a lot of conversions and they might be spending your budget. So rather than spending budget on those kind of keywords, you can focus more on the keywords which can bring you higher ROI. And if you spend more on those kind of keywords, eventually you can make more money with those kind of keywords, but they should have been proven themselves with consistent number of conversions and with good cost per conversion data. And you can find those kind of keywords by looking at your historical data in the last 60 days, 90 days, or 120 days. The longer the time range, the better it can be. So that means, which leads us to the next section, scale with the campaigns which have brought you consistent number of conversions at an affordable cost per conversion. Even with the keywords that can bring you higher ROI, you can choose the keywords which historically brought you cheaper phone calls. So they might bring the same type of customers, but one keyword can bring your cost per conversion, let's say, at $42, and another one can bring you the same type of customers at $85. You can choose these kind of keywords and give more budget to these kind of keywords, which means with the same budget, it can bring 2 times more conversions. Or if you can increase the budget, it can even bring more conversions than these kind of keywords. But again, I would not recommend you to create separate campaigns for every specific little service. Of course, you need to be creating campaigns for different ad groups, and you need to be creating another type of campaign for much different type of ad groups. And you can spend your budget on a campaign level. So if certain campaigns can be much more profitable, you can increase their budget. If certain campaigns are not that profitable, you can reduce your budget for those kind of low quality, less ROI campaigns, but at least they can have their own campaigns and you can still run your campaigns with those kind of keywords. And the next thing, Erles, you should add a lot of negative keywords. Maybe the biggest problem you have is you're attracting a lot of low quality traffic. And you can go to the search terms report and regularly add negative keywords from here. And we can scroll to the right and sort by the number of clicks we're getting. And we're seeing the last 60 days, but the longer the time range, the better it is. And you can do that as frequently as you can. And with that way, you can clean your search terms report faster. And if there are certain search terms that are showing up again and again, by adding them as negative keywords, you can help Google to clean your search terms report. And with that way, you can attract more cleaner traffic, which can eventually turn into higher quality phone calls or form submissions. So one of the best ways would be adding negative keywords by going through the search terms report regularly. And people might be looking for other companies or irrelevant services, and you can add them negative keywords because they're coming from your target keyword. And another way would be, before running your campaigns, you're going to go to the keyword planner. And from there can have hundreds and hundreds of target keywords. Google can show you to add as your target keywords, but some of them can include your competitor names. And from here, you can extract your competitor names and add them as your negative keywords. And another way would be, you can open a Google map and in your target location or nearby locations, find the list of competitor names and add them as your negative keyword. So if I'm going to show you, we have these kind of negative keywords here, as you can see, for different reasons or different type of campaigns. These kind of negative keyword lists have been created historically. And you should be adding negative keywords regularly as well for your campaigns to increase the chance of getting more higher quality traffic. And the next thing on our list, you should remove research type of keywords and focus more on the keywords that are more specific and higher intent. So let me show you an example. So we're in the keyword planner section. We're going to go to tools and the planning. We're going to go to keyword planner and click on discover new keywords. And from here, we're going to add our target keywords. So let's say I'm just going to choose a very broad keyword, which is roofing, so that we can have more ideas ourselves and we can choose our target keyword from here. So with just one keyword idea, we have around 508 keyword ideas we can choose from. So we're going to scroll down. And as you can see, these are really good target keywords. So roofing companies near me, roofers near me, or roof repair near me. And you should be choosing this kind of higher intent keywords rather than informational type of keywords or mixed intent type of keywords. So for example, roof repair can be relevant to our industry, but it can also attract low quality traffic, such as people who are looking for just information or who are just learning the industry, and they might be your competitors. But if they search for like roof repair near me or roofers near me, most likely they might be people who are looking for the services, or at least you can increase your chance of finding the people who are looking for services rather than choosing this kind of keyword. So the point is, you should stop using this kind of informational mixed intent keywords, which are broader, shorter type of keywords, and choose more specific higher intent keywords, and you can increase your chance of attracting more higher quality traffic. And the next thing is, you should work on your landing page as well. Let's imagine this is our landing page as always, but it doesn't matter. The concept is the same. So let's say we're going to see this for this device, iPhone 14 Pro Max. And this is how it would look like if it would be your landing page. And you should have a clear headline, a little bit of description, and call to action. It should be very clean. You can add some trust factors, but that's a high level overview of how your landing page should be. And again, you can watch the free video if you want to know more about the landing page types as well. But otherwise, the landing page is also really, really important. With my own clients, I try to build their landing page for free with my own templates, because if I would use a generic, low quality landing page that doesn't even convert the high quality traffic that we can get from Google Ads, it could be a waste of money. So even if you're getting high quality traffic from Google Ads and your landing page cannot convert those users, again, that would be a waste of money. So that's why you should work on your landing page. And sometimes you can get phone calls from your ads. And if you cannot get phone calls from your ads and people want to know more about your business by visiting your landing page, then your landing page should be able to convert those users. And with good landing page, mobile focused landing page, you can increase your chance of converting those users. And the next thing in our list, you should work on your headlines and descriptions as well. So if you're going to see that example, so this is one of our example ad, and if you're going to click on that, so as you can see, this is one of our example ad, and it has target keywords, call to actions, and some unique selling points if you want. But overall, you can even pin your headlines if you want, because people might be looking for something irrelevant or irrelevant services or your competitor names, or let's say they're located in a different location and you are located in a different location. Let's say it can happen as well. You are located in New York and you are saying local roofing company in New York, and they're looking for roofing companies in Los Angeles, for example. And by looking at your headline, they can immediately see that you're a different company and you are not the type of company they're looking for. And you can save some budget with that way, and they may not even click on your ad because they can read your headlines because you have pinned them, and it can show up as the first headline all the time. And of course, all three pinned first headlines can rotate, which means one of these three headlines can be shown, but they can help you to filter out some irrelevant traffic with that way. So if you are located in New York, you can put New York in all of these headlines. That means even if one of these headlines can show, you need to make sure that you are putting location name. For example, if you are getting a lot of traffic from outside the service area, or let's say they are looking for something irrelevant, different types of services, you can say you're a roofing company. You can say need roofing service or roofing services near you, which means you can include your target services so that if they're looking for something irrelevant, it can also help you to increase your chance of getting clicks from the people who are looking for the relevant services you offer. And with that way, you can increase your chance of getting higher quality traffic. So guys, these are some of the ways of improving the cost per phone call or cost per conversion you're getting for your roofing business. Again, with my own clients, I may need to look at different factors as well just to create a customized strategy. But overall, these are some of the strategies that you can apply to improve your chance of getting higher quality traffic and getting more ROI from your Google ad spend. Again, if you guys want to know how I doubled the number of phone calls using 2 key strategies in Google Ads, you can click the link in the description below and I'll send you the video of how I did that for free. Or if you guys want my help to manage your Google Ads account for your roofing business, you can also apply to work with me and I can help you to generate phone calls or form submissions with Google Ads. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching this video and see you guys in my other videos.